Materials handling is the art and science involving the moving, packaging, and storing of substances in any form. An efficient materials handling system attempts to maximize space utilization by proper storage of materials and thereby reducing storage and handling cost. Unsafe materials handling accounts for about 50% of all industrial injuries and from 40 to 80% of all operating costs.
The primary purpose of material handling is to lower production unit costs. There are 10 principles on which this is based. These are planning principle, standardization principle, work principle, ergonomic principle, unit load principle, space utilization principle, systems principle, automation principle, environmental principle, and life cycle cost principle.
Materials handling equipment, MHE, is mechanical equipment used for the movement, storage, control, and protection of materials throughout the supply chain. The different types of materials handling equipment can be classified into the following 5 major categories: transport equipment, positioning equipment, unit load formation equipment, storage equipment, and identification and control equipment. Transport equipment is used to move material from one location to another between workplaces or between a loading dock or a storage area. Examples include conveyors, cranes, and trucks.
Positioning equipment is used to handle material at a single location. Examples include hoists, parts feeder, and industrial robots. Unit load formation equipment is used to restrict materials so that they maintain their integrity when handling a single load during transport and for storage. Examples include pallets, palletizers, and bags.
Storage equipment is used for holding or buffering materials over time. Examples include drive-in racks, drive-through racks, and storage carousels.
Safe practices must be followed to operate the different types of equipment. For conveyors, safety precautions include making sure all safeguards and guards such as cages, barriers, guardrails, warning signals, and other safety devices that are needed are in place and operational. Crane operators must inspect cranes on a daily basis for any misalignment, degradation, leakage, deformation, or other damage.
Industrial trucks are used to move materials over various paths. These transportation devices can include small, hand-operated trucks, pallet jacks, and various kinds of forklifts. To ensure safe operation, staff must always wear appropriate personal protective clothing. Hard hat, protective footwear, and high visibility clothing are recommended as a minimum when working around forklifts. Occupational Health and Safety Act, or OSHA, regulations are not simply about penalizing organizations who do not protect their employees.
These guidelines help keep workers safe from potential hazards. They also aid in the protection of equipment. Effective materials handling is concerned with the most cost-efficient way to receive, store, safeguard, and dispatch the right products to the right place at the right time in the right quantity. A useful acronym that can be used is PQRST.
P describes the nature of the product being handled. Q describes the quantities that need to be managed. Is the volume high or low? R refers to the route through the warehouse.
S relates to the appropriate support equipment and procedures to handle the product based on the product and quantity factors. T is the time needed to retrieve and dispatch a product. Pallets are the most common and essential component of logistical inventory storage and movement. It's important to inspect every pallet for any defects such as loose nails, splinters, cracks, or weaknesses. Discard or repair any pallet that is not in good working order.
Shelves are a common sight in many different types of warehouses and storage facilities, and they form the backbone of many operations and must be properly installed and maintained. When using shelving, it is important to distribute all weight evenly, make sure the shelves are level, follow all manufacturer guidelines, and mount all shelves as securely as possible. A mezzanine floor provides a second floor which is built above existing aisles.
There are several ways to create a safe mezzanine. These include making sure the mezzanine is well lit, install sufficient mezzanine handrails, and follow the weight capacity of the mezzanine. Employers must train employees in the correct usage and limits of the equipment they operate to decrease the frequency of workplace equipment-related incidents.
In the current competitive and globalized environment, it is important to understand how costs can be controlled and efficiently improved in material handling.